Hi friends! Day 10 is here, the arrival of now, a new moment. Welcome to our 2021 countdown with building up to 10 minutes of mindfulness meditation. And as we go on to today's journey of these new moments that we'll share together, screen to screen, voice to ears, breath to breath somehow exchanged, I want to take the time to reflect a little bit on what I've been, not personally necessarily going through, but just some general reflections as we wind down the year of 2020. And I kind of put it into two categories of gains and losses. You know, there's things that we gain and lose all of the time. And I'm going to make sure I circle back to my main point, but not only from our external circumstances, but our internal circumstances. And this all ties into mindfulness meditation with that relationship to those things, how we relate to what we gain and what we lose in terms of our experiences, skills, gains and losses of skills over this past 2020. So I'm just going kind of down this pathway of reflection. Our friends, gaining friends, maybe are true in our circle, or perhaps losing friends, whether it be to whatever circumstances, health conditions, family members. The same, sickness, opportunities, the gains and losses of opportunities, the simple pleasures from sitting down to dining, to being able to gather in community and in a yoga room or in a church or synagogue, wherever it is that you may choose to temple, to find your refuge. We've also had gains and losses of our physicality in terms of our weight. I know that has been a ongoing ups and downs for me personally, and I think for so many of us going through this. Business, gains and losses of business, being a business owner, money, finances, our jobs. And these are just the external portions, but also there's been gains and losses of our emotions, which are always present. Some have just been very much more lit, would you say, by the fire. There's more kerosene thrown to those emotions. They might be a little more hot-tempered, or perhaps develop more patience. Maybe there has been gain and loss of trust or understanding. It's hard to say what there is, but we know that of all of these things, the number one thing that has always remained the same has been change. They fluctuate. There is this layer of always changing, but how have we been able to hold our needle at the threshold of our midpoint of steady? When temperatures rise, are we allowing our relationship to what's going on rise with it, or can we hold here, this idling? Where is your needle? And I share this with you in terms of gains and losses of keeping it a steady state. There's a story of the Buddha, and I share this with you from one of my meditation teachers on retreat. And the story of the Buddha, he leaves the 40 days of sitting under the Bodhi tree and comes back to the civilization, the world as we know it. Awake. And that's what Buddha means. Awake, awakened. We all have this nature of inner Buddha, and this is why. When Buddha left the Bodhi tree, so many people were curious, oh my gosh, Buddha, what did you gain? What did you discover? And he simply said, it's not what I gained, but it's what I lost. So losing the necessary attachments and the anger and the restlessness and the doubts and the sleepiness and the aversions of things, the clinging or the wanting, going through the mind, the body, the heart, those are all left behind by being able to sit and be still and listen to this inner voice of wisdom that is ever present when we have the skills of awareness, the skills of what have we been missing out on? Are we awake? How are we using our senses? Where is our attention going, and what is it being robbed by and pulled to and from? Is it necessary? And then our attitude, which is a choice to shift, pivot our perspective. And ultimately it all comes down when we combine these aspects and elements into a funnel. We go deeper into an inner space of insight, sight into the heart, that truly is here to be of love, simply of love, for each other, for ourselves, all beings. Again, meditation leads us to that place, and it may seem like a very daunting obstacle, but as we practice today, we'll build and see where it goes. So finding yourself into a comfortable position, perhaps seated, lying down, but again, showing up to yourself here with a posture of true dignity, awareness, a kind of respect of just giving yourself this morsel of time. You've always had the time, the 24 hours on the clock never changes. Just how we choose to use them. We don't gain or lose time, it's how we choose to use this time. And closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Again, you may be standing. Inviting a few breaths here. With this invitation, it's allowing what's to be here to be here. And each out-breath, can there be a letting go? Letting go of the tension the body might be experiencing. Letting go of any turbulent or restless thoughts that may be arising. Letting it all simply settle, as if a petal sinking down to the very bottom of a pond. As you do this, we'll continually build on our skills over the last 9 days, just becoming aware of the body sitting. These sounds that may be heard from the surrounding environment. Just orienting yourself to the different sounds, the loudness, the softness, the directionality. Noticing touch, if your hands are coming into contact with anything, or the contact points of your body to the earth, the chair, the floor, giving the hand of another. If there's any smells that are alive around you in the room or the environment that you're in. And if possible, can you land your attention on the breath? The breath, which is an anchor of support. For each time the mind is a delicate dance to whatever thought that may hold it captive for that moment. Come back to the breath as you stay curious with what is it like to be with the breath at the very tip of the nose as you inhale. At the tip of the nose as you exhale. Simply exploring that expression and exchange of breath in and breath out. Perhaps it's exploring the movement of the body, the belly, the ribs, the shoulders as you breathe. There's nothing to change and there's nothing to fix about you. And where you are in this moment, what if it was perfect? What if it was enough? Is the breath asking anything of you? Can the breath be your ally? Can your breath be your inner refuge? That's a question that invites the attitude of choice to come in. Choosing an attitude, rather an attitude here of care and compassion. Non-judgment here for whatever thoughts may be dancing, or emotions or body sensations that may be traveling. Just giving it all kind attention. Temperature changes of the body, any new tingles or throbs. And integrating this practice today into love and kindness. Feel free to leave your hands wherever they may be, or perhaps even place one on your heart, or just gently together. But can you bring to mind an acquaintance, a person, or even a pet that you don't know really at all? You've seen maybe a few times or just once, just in passing, from anyone from the Amazon drop-off delivery to the neighbor that you might just see peering their head from time to time out the window. But bidding them this gift of love and kindness, and saying silently to yourself, may you know love and kindness. May you have freedom and peace. May you be free from inner and outer harm. May you be happy and live with ease. Even though you don't know this person, just feeling the resonance of those words roll off your tongue. And now sharing these words to yourself, drawing into the mind, the spaces of the mind, someone you deeply care about and deeply love. This can be a human, pet, currently alive or recently passed. But hold them dearly in your mind's eye. Here too, share these gifted words of may you know love and kindness. May you have freedom and peace. May you be free from inner and outer harm. May you be happy and live with ease. And then can you be the recipient now of these powerful words, of directing this light and care towards yourself? May I know love and kindness. May I have freedom and peace. May I be free from inner and outer harm. May I be happy and live with ease. Noticing any body sensations that show up in the mind as these words are either silently or verbally rehearsed and felt, if at all. And then lastly, for all of our humanity and all beings from everywhere around this world, as we've all experienced a shift due to this pandemic, may all beings everywhere know love and kindness. May all beings everywhere have freedom and peace. May all beings everywhere be free from inner and outer harm. May all beings everywhere be happy, live with ease, and free. Placing your hand on top of your hearts and inviting a breath of anew into the body. And as the exhale breath, as if it's creating a new clean slate, making room for what's to arise in a new year, a new moment, as we pay attention with more care, more thoughtfulness, patience, and love. Feel free to stay in your seat for as long as you would like on day 10, being reminded it's a practice. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing so much more of you in 2021. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Day by day, I'm with you in every step. Take care, my friend.